Okay, so I'm so smooth. I didn't even get my tunes on yet. We need tunes. Hello, like tunes. Oh, it's a day. It's Friday. Welcome back to another Colourful Keto with Dori. So today we are getting together with Theresa from Fresh Foodie GTA, and we're going to talk about Great Canadian Keto Conference. We're going to talk about her amazing array of products, and I'm going to tell you guys this. If you ever wished that somebody would just do the cooking for you, get ready to meet your new best friend, Theresa, because that's what she does. They do pre-prepared, fully healthy keto meals, and we're going to talk about what you can get, where you can get it, and how you can join in on the fun. Because I won't lie, people ask me all of the time to just cook their meals for them. And they say, Dori, I would eat healthy if someone would just cook it all for me. And I think we're all in that boat. I think we would all eat healthy if somebody would just cook it for us and make it easy. So I'm super excited. Because we're going to meet Theresa. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Let me scooch down a little. I'm always too tall once the guest adds.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just do like this. I'm just in my store right now. This is my first time doing this. So.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm so excited that you're in the store. After you introduce yourself, I'm going to beg for a sneak peek. But first, let's get the good stuff out of the way. Lovely. Who are you? How are you?
Thank you. I'm great.
Yay! So tell us who you are and how you decided to start this amazing, I don't even know what to call it. It's more than a business. It's a life-changing, I don't know what to call it.
Okay, so essentially how it started was a little over 15 years ago. I was a personal trainer in Houston, Texas. I was born and raised in Texas. I've been here now 10 years.
Nice.
But actually, to rewind a little bit, I was in nursing school.
Okay.
And being from southern Texas, obesity, diabetes, I mean, even 15, 20 years ago, it's worse today. But back then, I realized really quickly it's going to be really hard for me to take care of people that are already sick, who made themselves sick.
Yes.
So I just make a change and get into preventative. So I started studying nutrition. I became a personal trainer. And I was helping people. It's always been my passion to help people. And I figured out really quickly that the gym is the gym, but it's what you put in your face that makes all the changes.
Yes.
So I found that people either didn't know what to do, didn't know how to do it, didn't have time to do it, or plain just didn't want to do it. So I said to my clients, can I just cook for you? And then you eat only what I cook, and we'll see what happens. And I had 3 people that said yes.
Who would say no? I'm putting that out there. I'd be like, no, yes.
Yeah. So those 3 people said yes, and those 3 people within a month, their lives were completely different. They looked different, they felt different, everything was amazing. So that was kind of how this was born. So fast forward 15, 18 years, and I came to Canada 10 years ago. And when I met my husband and came here, it was really crazy and fast how that happened. So when I came to Canada, I came to Woodbridge, and my husband's Italian. And I said to him, there's nothing here, because I worked for a company in the States that did this kind of idea, but a little bit differently.
Yep.
So I said, what I do, this is what I have to do. I have to start this here. And he kind of shrugged me off and said, you don't realize this, but you're essentially in Italy, and that's never going to work. Because large community here. And I'm like, what do you mean? So I found a gym, I started working for a gym, I was doing personal training, and I was just teaching nutrition and trying to change people's lives through nutrition. Well, fast forward 10 years, actually 9 years, and it's funny because now there's so many meal prep companies out there. I was approached by some of my husband's friends who said, we tried the meal prep companies, and after 1 week, we can't eat the food anymore. Isn't this what you do? And I said, yes, it is. So I said to my husband, I can never just cook for 2 to 4 people.
Never.
So if I do this, it's happening, and it's happening now. And I went online July of 2018, and I opened my store January 5th of this year. So in that meantime, I was being asked about keto. So this was a year and a half ago, a little bit more than that, because I've been keto almost 2 years myself now. Actually, October makes 2 years. So yeah, awesome. It's changed my life. So I said, what, like keto. So doing nutrition one way and one way only for 15 years, I couldn't wrap my head around it. So I dove in. I started reading book after book, following keto cookbook people and learning everything I could because it was so bizarre, right? So I got the education and I said, okay, I'm going to try this because I have a long time stomach disorder.
Okay.
And I haven't been properly diagnosed, and modern medicine, doctors, nothing has helped me.
Okay.
So prior to starting keto, I was straight vegan. Like vegan for almost a year, and I've never been as sick as that in my entire life. I fully believe that there are people's bodies who thrive on veganism.
Yes.
Not one of them. I'm not one of them. I became very sick. I was taking B12. I was taking iron. All these things were happening, and I felt worse than I felt just from being my regular sick. So one of my very good friends convinced me. She's like, just do keto. And I said, okay, you know what? People are asking me. I'm just going to do it. And I never do anything. I never tell my clients to do something without me putting myself through it first.
Yes.
I said, okay, I'm going to do it. Within 1 month, my life had completely changed. My stomach disorder was essentially eradicated. I couldn't believe that after fighting for almost 9 years with these symptoms and these problems, that in just a matter of a couple of weeks, my life was totally different. I said, I can't believe this. So I was on, like, that initial keto high that you get.
Yes.
When you first start, you're so hardcore, you're like, yeah.
Tell everyone, change the world. Yeah. Keto.
I'm still there because I literally coach keto all day. I put people in keto every single day, and I will never ever stop doing it because I see people's lives change, and that's the motivation that I need. But when I work my off.
Oh, yes.
A week. I have 2 small children, 5 and 6 years old. I have a husband. I have a life. So I do everything in the kitchen, then I do everything in the store. And for an example, last week, a client came to me. I put her on keto, put her on my meals. It had been 2 weeks later, and she has a type of condition with her blood and her iron, and it's this whole thing. She's like having to go get transfusions in hospitals all the time, and her life was just crazy, and she had no control. And after 2 weeks on my meals and following keto, her doctor did her blood work and said, whatever you're doing, don't stop. It's the first time your blood levels have been normal since I started seeing you. And she was in tears saying to me, you gave me my life back. And that's the thing right there. Those things that happen, and they happen in all different ways, in all different types, for all different people. That's what gives me the motivation to keep going. Those things that, and even if it's not my food, even if it's not my meals, just helping people in general is what I enjoy doing. So that's kind of how I got here.
And it's growing so fast. Like, yeah. I found keto, it'll be 3 years in April. So only about 6 months before you did. And when I did, I'd never heard the word. It came up in conversation because of the latest diet shake that I agreed I would take with my girlfriend. And when she said to me, oh my God, Dori, there's a whole diet, I swore at her face. And I was like, girl, I don't think I said I would diet with you. I said I would drink a shake.
Yeah.
And when I started it, same thing as you. Within weeks, my irritable bowel syndrome was gone. My depression was under control. My anxiety was managed. All of these things that I never even knew were part of a ketogenic diet. I just didn't know. And it warms my heart every day to hear these stories and how much this changes people's lives in such a small amount of time.
Yes.
So do we get a tour? I'm so excited. I want to see.
Okay. So I'm going to give you like the real view. So this is so walking into the store.
Okay.
So basically everything here on the right is all the fridges filled with the prepared meals. So when people come in to shop, the first fridge is all ketogenic breakfasts.
Oh.
And some snacks. So here I have some cheesecakes that I made. I have some cookies that I made, and then all the rest are breakfasts.
Oh.
Then we go to the next one, which is Keto Meals. So these are all like I'm already almost selling out. So I fill the fridges on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, everything's pretty much gone. So I just do a variety of different meals. I do salads, I do beef, chicken, fish, shrimp, tofu. I just do a big mixture every single week. These are more ketogenic meals along with clean meals. Like, so for example, this week I had a dish that has sweet potatoes in it, so that's a paleo dish, right?
Okay.
So I want to be able to provide for everyone, not just keto. So I do keto, clean keto, dirty keto, paleo, gluten-free, all that stuff.
Oh.
So here's like the other fridge. So this fridge is Almond Milk. This is all the best. If you guys have never heard of this brand,
yes,
it's Human Spirit Nutrition. It's water kefirs. So this is essentially keto soda because it's fermented, so it's sugar-free, and it's amazing. Like, my kids go bananas for this stuff. This is all Keto Girl Baked Desserts.
Ooh.
So, yeah, so all Keto Girl Baked Desserts, other stuff. This is the let's call this dirty keto fridge. This is all all the breads and
the low carb treats.
Bagels, all this stuff. So this is, and then here's the bone broth, which I'm a huge fan of because I do a lot of extended fasting and I love bone broths. And then we go to the other. This is kind of like the sweets fridge. So we have keto cookies, all the fat bombs that I make. Rice cauliflower on the bottom, smart cakes, the best keto donuts you'll ever have in your life from Sweet Nutrition, hamburger buns, somewhat keto ice cream, the best we can get here in Canada.
Yeah, we're limited.
Basically, that's my big order of Buster Rhino's pork rinds. I don't know if you've heard of them, but
I have not.
Yeah, so that's an order I just got in for them. So then we have like barbecue sauces, grenade bars, chips, good fats, sweeteners, all kinds of keto sweeteners, candy bars, lilies, all that stuff. Then Primal Kitchen, love them. Farm Girl, I don't know if you ever heard of Farm Girl.
I have not.
I'm the only retailer other than Amazon that has them. And it's amazing. It's keto granola, keto cereals. It's crust mixes, pizza mixes, bread mixes.
Cool. I will certainly have to check them out. I'm gonna look them up online.
Yeah, and then just sugar-free jams, peanut butters, low-carb pastas, zero noodles, keto pastas. And then everything else, we got baking ingredients. I have a gluten-free section for, you want to pick up almond flour, coconut flour, stuff like that, gluten-free, stevias, and just other little stuff. So that's pretty much the store. It's kind of a one-stop shop for everything you could need that's keto, low-carb.
I'm so jealous. We don't have stuff like that where I live. I mean, there are a few shops in and around Calgary if I take the drive. But I live in a small town, and I feel like a lot of us are in that situation where we haven't had access to all of the amazing keto products, especially in Canada. Like, my people from the US just don't understand how we don't have access to all this huge assortment of products that they can pick up even at Walmart.
Yeah, and being from the States, it was so hard for me even transitioning here because I was so used to getting so many products that I couldn't get here. I used to force my husband to go across the border, load up the truck, and come back over just because. Okay, I have a question. So I do have a Calgary delivery location. It is 4649 McLeod Trail.
Do you know what? That's not actually that far from me. It's only about a 45-minute drive from me.
So, I'm launching a new website in a couple weeks.
Yay.
And every single product in my store is going to be on the website. So you could literally place an order online
and have it delivered
to that address in Calgary. Unfortunately, they don't have refrigerators, so I won't be able to give you my meals.
Okay.
Because all of their pickup locations, they have to have refrigerators or freezers to be able to take the meals.
Yes.
But you could get all the other products
Awesome.
So that's coming up soon. So I'm going to do a huge announcement. It's going to, because we're literally loading up hundreds of products on the site right now.
Okay.
So it's very tedious, and that's really the last step we're at, is getting all the products on the site and getting everything ready. But this is the list of delivery locations.
Oh, wow.
So it goes all the way from Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, like everywhere. So
that's amazing.
So now it's just a matter of being able to for people that have meals, to go to refrigerated locations, for people that just want products, to go to non-refrigerated locations. So that's just somewhere logistically we got to figure out. But we're almost there. So in a couple of weeks, you can get all kinds of keto treats sent your way.
I'll tell you what, when you are up and you're launched, let me know. I will drive into the city and I'll go check out the location. Talk to the people there. Let all my people know, at least, especially my Calgary local people, know how that works, how they go on the site. I can even do a quick live. Well, I'll take people through and show them how to order and how to select. We're very...
You guys could just take turns picking it up. So if there's 4 of you ordering, 4 of you make an order, you guys take turns. That means you only have to go drive there once a month, and you pick up all the orders.
I won't lie, it's really close to where my sister lives. So I could be like, wanna pick up all my stuffs for me?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's perfect. So that works out great.
So
yeah, I'll definitely let you know and keep you posted for that. But for the show this weekend, or next weekend coming up, we're all super excited. My company, we were a part of the Low Carb Lifestyle Show, which was really the first big keto show. And it was awesome for like a vendor-based show. So we're really excited to be working with Mitch and supporting Mitch, and she's supporting us as well, because we're doing a show September 14th. Yeah.
Yes, let's talk about that. So first, I want to talk a little bit about what you guys are bringing to Great Canadian Keto Conference, because I'm so stinking excited to meet you.
Yeah.
And I want to know what you're going to have on display for all my people to check out.
So Dina with Keto Girl Bakes and myself, we're going to be right next door to each other. We work very closely together. She sells my meals in her store. I sell her desserts in my store. She's amazing, and we've formed a great partnership. So we're going to be right next door. We're literally going to be 1 and 2 as soon as everybody walks in.
Yes.
So she's going to be selling her ketogenic goods, her ketogenic baked goods. She's going to be having her, I think, zero noodles and a couple other products. I'm going to be selling Lily's chocolates.
Ooh.
Buster Rhino's pork rinds, the So Keto-licious pizza crusts. I don't know if you've had her pizza crust, but you'll be able to try them at the show. They're amazing. And I'm going to have some samples of my meals, just because I found out the last show people weren't really geared to buying full meals. They were sampling, so they were full, right? So they're looking to buy a lot of goods. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of goods that I have in store, a lot of goods that I'll have online, and then we'll be doing the samples of the pizza. And this is the dough.
Ooh.
It's literally the best keto pizza dough on the planet. It takes under 10 minutes to make. Every time I order my kids a pizza, I literally pop this in. I'm eating pizza with the kids, and it's awesome because you're not missing out on anything. Yeah, and she actually ships all over Canada and the U.S., so you can get her product next week if you wanted. It's awesome.
I will certainly have to make friends. And for me, I don't even know why, but because when I started doing this, there wasn't really a Canadian keto community, and unless you are out there searching, you just don't come across them unless it's luck of the draw, and you're like, oh my God, what rock have I been living under? That's how I felt when I found you. I was like, how have I not found you? How do I not know that there's somebody who does this? People ask me all the time for referrals on the meals, and I don't have anyone to say, hey, I love this company.
Yeah, so let me show you an example of my meals. There's something else that I offer that's really amazing, not only in the ketogenic spectrum, but in prepared meals in general. So first of all, I do all of my macros on every meal. So
that's
I have a complete
amazing
breakdown of every single thing. And also my meals are available on Carb Manager. I upload all of my meals on Carb Manager. So for people that are tracking macros, literally all you have to do is buy your meal, type in Fresh Foodie Keto Waffles, 1 serving, enter, and it's tracked. So I mean, I've been doing so much keto consults and getting people going on keto. I was finding they were having a really hard time learning how to track macros. So for people that are on my meals, It's literally punch it in, enter, and done. So that's awesome. The second thing is you'll notice, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the packaging is very tight.
Okay.
And closed. So I use a very special packaging machine that uses a technology called MAP packaging, modified atmospheric pressure packaging. It's really high tech, technical, like scientific, crazy stuff. But essentially what it means is all the oxygen has been removed from the container. Okay. And it's got an airtight seal. So without oxygen, no microbes, no bacteria, no mold can go in the presence of oxygen. Without the presence of oxygen, therefore, about 98% of what I produce has a 2-week shelf life fresh in the fridge, not have to be frozen.
That's insane.
Yeah, so essentially all the people that are my regular customers, they know when I'm restocking the fridges every week, they come in, they buy what they need for the entire week, whether it's breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinners, whether it's family portions for the whole family or whatever it is. They come in, shop once a week, and that's all they have to do. Same thing for deliveries. I also deliver once a week to all the locations as well. So it's a big added bonus. And the other thing I do for my meals is I change my menu every single week. Okay. Because I have so many people that eat my meals constantly. And again, 15 years ago, I realized really early on that if A, people don't have variety, and B, don't enjoy what they're eating. Yes. It doesn't matter what diet you're on, whether you're on keto or anything else in the world, you have to enjoy what you're eating and you have to have variety. So every single week I do a variety of different proteins, different combinations, different dishes. So this is a buffalo chicken meatballs. Ooh. So keto chicken meatballs with ranch and celery. This one I did last week. This is a zucchini spaghetti bolognese. So it's like an Italian dish. Keto arugula Italian salad. So you have salami and cheese and olives and Doritos. I have a tuna salad here. Keto, of course. So different variations. And what's awesome about these is you actually can put these in the oven as well. So they're microwave and oven safe. Ooh. And the black part is recyclable. So for those people that don't want to use microwaves, you don't have to. This is my Greek feta burger. So this is a beef burger with feta cheese, cucumbers, tomatoes, olives, pepperoncinos. Every week I do a different variation on a grilled chicken salad. Ooh. Yeah. And then, like I said, all the other meals. So I do a lot of family-style packages. So packs of chicken breasts. So all you have to literally do is heat it up. You know, out of veg, you're feeding the family. Wow. So chicken breasts, veggies, all kinds of stuff. Side of zucchini noodles. So if you already have some stuff made, you just want zucchini noodles, you literally microwave it for 1 minute, drain the water, and you're good to go.
That is so convenient. Yeah. And here's the beauty for people who don't understand about tracking macros. When you hit the keto world, 90% of people who make recipes don't include the macros, including me. And that's for a reason. And that is because if I make a recipe and I say these are the macros for that recipe, people will trust those numbers. And they will say this is how much carbs, this is how much protein, this is how much fat. Now, they're going to take my recipe and they're going to make it with different ingredients. They're not using the same brand of sweetener. They're not using the same brand of almond flour. They're not using the same brand of anything that I have. Therefore, the macros are not the same. And I get asked that all the time. Why won't you just give macros? Because I can't. What you're doing is different. You know what's in the food. You know what spices went in it. I don't know what people are going to substitute. So if I make a recipe with garlic and they decide, I'm going to add triple garlic, all of a sudden the macros are off. It's not. Yeah. So if you don't want to track and you don't understand how to do that and you want an easy, quick start by getting pre-prepared meals. Get used to even the portion and the flavor and the style of the food before you venture. Right on the head.
So that's exactly what I do. When I start people out on keto, I give them a consult, right? So I spend about an hour teaching them the basics. I then say, along with this consult, you need to read a book, which is the book that I recommend. Okay. Can you see it? The Keto Reset Diet by Mark Sisson.
Oh, yes, I like that one, yes.
I don't believe in the 21 days because it doesn't need to be 21 days. It needs to be forever. The other thing is this new documentary that came out. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I love that one.
Actually, when I was at KetoCon in Austin, I had the pleasure of being able to see him Present, which was amazing, and this is now out. I'm obsessed with it. I've already watched it like 4 times because it's literally the best, newest information we have for keto. So that's the other part. So education is first, because I can talk to somebody for 3 hours straight, tell them everything they need to know about keto, and when they walk out of these doors, they're going to remember 10% of what I said.
Yes.
Because the information is so overwhelming, and it's so much, especially if you don't know anything at all.
Yes.
So the second part of that is I set people up with their first 7 days with only my meals. And like you said, A, it's to learn the types of food you're supposed to be eating. B, to learn your portion size. C, to free up your time from having to shop, cook, measure every ingredient, make your recipes, and then track your macros.
Yes.
So when you free up that time, and my meals are already in there, you're learning how to become proficient with Carb Manager.
Yes.
I know the tracking macros suck. I know.
It does.
I'm guilty of it myself. When I want to lose weight, I track my macros. When I want to drop weight, I track my macros, because tracking typically equals weight loss. So
Yes.
I teach my clients how to track in the beginning, because once you lose that 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds and you're maintaining, you no longer have to obsess over macros. But if you want the results, and you want the results fast, it's really the best option to get that done. So you're exactly right. Same thing. You're learning the food, what to have, what not to have, and freeing up your time learning how to track macros. So I unfortunately, it's extremely important to me and for my clients who want results. So I completely agree.
I love it. And how did I not see you at KetoCon? Although there was a lot of people I didn't see, but how did I not run into you?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I had to, I don't know, because I was with like myself and Dina and Mitch, and we were around the whole time. We were listening to the speakers and talking to all the vendors, and it was amazing. And that's kind of what we want to do here. So
yes,
for Mitch's show in 8 days next Saturday, she is really focused on bringing education, and she's got all these amazing speakers, and like I'm so thrilled. So hers is a very I want to say education based show to really open up everyone's eyes and learn and to have experts in the field that know what they're talking about. So our show is going to be a little bit different than that. We're doing a more like KetoCon. So we want to do a very vendor-based show to expose people to what options are around them. And we're bringing in Maria Emmerich and Vanessa Spina, and also another speaker as well that has a book. So we're really so I wanted to bring kind of like a very personal, like one-on-one, like they relate with us. They go through the same struggles, and Maria is an amazing cookbook author, so much of my inspiration has come from her and learning from her and her recipes, and it's amazing. So I'm like fangirling all over the place for both of them. Right. So, but yeah, it's going to be awesome. So ours is like a vendor base, more like to the everyday consumer learning about keto and want to open up and find out what's around the area and what they can do. So, but we're very excited to be working with Mitch and supporting each other, because I unfortunately, in this community, for people that produce keto and do keto, there's a lot of competition, and we right away wanted to say, you know what, we're friends here, and the only way you can really help people is by supporting one another. So right out the gate, we formed a partnership and said, I'm going to help you, and you're going to help me, and we're going to bring this together and be really positive and amazing. So
I feel like that's the Canadian way to do things. Like I really do. I feel like as a country, we're like hey, come, I'll help you. Let's do it together. And I honestly, I believe that the keto community will grow in that spirit. I'm very much a when the tide rises, all ships rise kind of person. I believe that
that's exactly, we want to be able to support one another for the greater of the keto community, and to really bring it forth, and to really put us out there for everyone to know, hey, look, people that are doing keto, you have somewhere to go. I mean, I have people walk in my store every day, either from sick kids, their children are type 1s, they've got cancer patients, epileptic children. And for me, especially, I'm in school right now to become a certified ketogenic specialist, because doing keto, coaching keto every single day, I want to be able to have the real information, the real nutrition, like down and dirty, So I'm doing that right now along with everything else. But, you know, being able to go, like, you know, to Mitch's show and having these doctors and scientists and people that I just can't wait to stand there and pick brains and listen and just soak it all in. And that's what we wanted for everyone, to get the best out of 2 different types of shows and just to bring it for everyone. So
I'm going to try my best to swing and see if there's any way I can possibly make your event. I will be at the conference. I'm booking a kids zone. So for the first time ever, I will be bringing my own branded kids zone. And I feel like, again, we need to focus on including our families and our kids. That's where the real growth in our community will come from. If we teach our kids when they're 3 and they're 5 and they're 13, they won't be sick adults. They won't have the issues that we're dealing with or have been dealing with.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm down for that too, because, you know, there's so many, like, I have so many mothers that come here and shop and they buy my food and they cook for the rest of their family. And just having that support, you know, having that support, knowing that, because there's so many people that are afraid to put their children on keto.
Yes.
And all the other stuff. So it's about awareness too, and putting families as a whole getting healthier. I mean, maybe not necessarily keto, but just, you know, cutting out sugars, cutting out carbs, and getting those inflammatory substances out of diets nowadays is what we really need to do. So yay, I'm happy you're doing that.
Well, I'm so excited to meet you. I absolutely can't wait. Keep me in the loop on your whole release of delivery. And before we let you go, let everyone know where they can find you on all your social medias.
So on Instagram, it's Fresh Foodie GTA.
Okay.
On Facebook, it's Fresh Foodie. And then my website is freshfoodiegta.com.
Excellent. Well, I cannot wait. And I will certainly do a live and pop by your booth and show everybody what you've got all set up. We're going to partay.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Have an awesome day. Thank you so much for your time, Theresa. We really appreciate. We know how busy you are.
It's so nice to meet you. Thanks so much.
Thanks, doll. See you later.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, so that's our Friday. What do you guys think? Are you excited? I'd love to know what is your favorite thing about the idea of prepared meals, because for me, it's just the convenience of being able to buy something and heat and eat like I used to. Even to going out to eat, our options are limited. So I really love that there's something available local in Canada, well, local-ish, depending on where you are. So make sure that you check them out on Instagram, on Facebook, check out their website, and stay tuned for all of our fun live collabs. Have an awesome day, guys. I'm going to pop back later, and we're going to do some fun Flavor Friday recipes, and I have a whole bunch of strawberries that need to be picked and eaten. So I'm thinking that our flavor for the day just might be strawberry. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys soon. Have an awesome day. And if I don't see you till Monday, have an amazing weekend. And on Monday, we're going to be speaking with Christine Moore from Rebooting Your Nutrition about her speech at Great Canadian Keto Conference. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye, dolls.